Today is October 23rd, 2021. This is the Harry Thomas Show. The website is located at harrythomas.info and harrythomasshow.com. I'm your host, Harry Thomas. We are fighting the New World Order. I am in the zone. Hello, YouTube subscribers, all the new YouTube subscribers. The uncensored stuff can be found at bitchute.com, The Real Harry Thomas Show. Let's get into this. The report: Joe Biden builds a wall around his Delaware beach house, makes America pay for it. This come out of Breitbart Saturday, October 23rd, and it's the Department of Homeland Security's reportedly shelled out $500,000. Let me get this straight. People like the exact numbers, I guess. $456,548 to a construction company in Delaware to install a fence around President Biden's Delaware beach house, according to newly released records. A federal contract reported by local Cape Gazette on Thursday and by the New York Post on Friday shows that the DHS awarded that amount, $500,000. $500,000. Let's get real with it. Oh my! As the recipient is Turnstone Holdings, according to USA Spending, a website that tracks federal spending. A description of the contract reads: purchase and installation of a security fencing at 32 Farview, Rehoboth, Delaware. Well, whatever way. The start date September 21st, and its end date is by the end of the year. So there you go. We got our elite protecting themselves against what's coming. And that's not the only thing. I mean, I reported before where our millionaires and our billionaires are building offshore mansions, and they already own underground, cities pretty much. The rich of the rich, they're going to be sitting offshore when this culling comes around. I got to remember which channel I'm on. If I'm on Bitchute, it's the home of free speech. And that's why I support Bitchute financially, as it's run by users over there, users that want free speech, just like me, And this Google platform, I'll talk about what I can talk about over here, and I'll let you know when I'm talking about stuff over there that the corporate gag order over here tells me I can't talk about. 2 strikes on this channel, 1 more, you're out, they said. I'm not here to be a bad boy. I'm just here to talk. Real talk for real people. But they're protecting themselves. This is more, I guarantee if you dig into this company, it's more of this, they're giving each other the business. You know what I mean? It's good old boy, nepotism. Somebody's making good money off these federal contracts to make this fence. And what's he worried about? What's he worried about his beach house property? He's doing some very, very, very raw stuff. I put out a short video about Peter Schiff warning. You better stock up now, get your family prepared, and that's what this YouTube channel is really about. Rand Paul warns Americans to be afraid of your government, says watch lists of dissenters already exists. I have a feeling and a fear that the left has become more authoritarian than we can really even imagine. Appearing on Fox News Wednesday, Senator Rand Paul warned Americans that they should now be afraid of your government, adding that the watch list of dissenters are actively being compiled by the Biden administration. They've been being compiled by every administration that's been on been in existence. That's nothing new. They were compiling information on me back in the day. They had a private investigator follow me around, wanted to know who this Harry Thomas was that was spouting off, in Syracuse, New York. Followed us home followed my co-host home from the P.O. box. Was hired by a lawyer, this private investigator, and that was as far as it could go. Somebody in the community hired a lawyer. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Paul addressed the ongoing saga with Biden's government plan to target angry parents who have spoken out against critical race theory being taught to their children, as well as opposing mandates in schools. Well, that stuff I can't get into. I think criminalizing dissent is something that we should all be appalled with, Paul told host Ben Demenci. You know, and that goes also about the dissent that happened after uh, the election stuff that you can't talk about on Google. You can't talk about certain current events on Google anymore. I came here back on YouTube after a decade of not being on, and I was not surprised that they had cracked down so much. I was just appalled by it. And like Senator Rand Paul said, man, we should all be appalled by the big brother system that's being hauled down on us. And the only way to fight back really is use their own technology against them for as long as we can. Tell people about banned video, harrythomas.info, which is banned on Facebook, naturalnews.com. There's a lot of channels over there on bitchute.com that have free speech. Go over there and serve. Support platforms that support free speech. I've got the platform back up at Podomatic, and I've been putting up uncensored stuff over there, and so far so good. Maybe it's not getting enough attention. Go ahead, share it out there. I don't care if it gets shut down. The old YouTube channel Harry Thomas Info, all one word, Harry Thomas Info, is still up. And that carries people who've been banned off all these platforms. Like the guy over at Band.video, Alex Jones. Put him, he had to create his own backbone of a network himself to get out. So all these things that we've been telling you about Big Brother and one world government and how they're going to clamp a police state down and implement martial law, forced inoculations, depopulation plans. It's all happening. It's all happening. And it's all up to us. Nobody's going to come. Superman isn't going to save you. I talked about this on some of the earlier shows that were renewed coming back here. There is no Superman. There's no Wonder Woman. There's no Galactic Federation. I'm going to keep these shows kind of short because I'm in the hospital and they come in doing, they want to get into my PIC lines and all my other stuff that I got holes in me. But on a light note, surgeries have gone well. I had 3 of them so far in the last 2 weeks. I got a lot of physical therapy, and I've got infection in the bone, which takes about 6 weeks of IV antibiotics through the IV. But my spirits are up. It's no time to stop fighting the New World Order, darn it. So I got moved to a private room in a different section. And so I'm ready to do some Rocky on my body, get myself walking again. And we're going to pound down to the New World Order, get everybody out to harrythomas.info, get out to the social network, support the Harry Thomas Show on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and YouTube, and we're just going to use them platforms against them for as long as we can, because together we will make a difference. I want to thank you for listening.